Hey everyone, Tankenstein here. In this video, I've got your first look and gameplay, hopefully the first gameplay that you'll ever see of the T-72M2 Moderna. This is a brand new vehicle coming to War Thunder in the Battle for Arachis crafting event, and is the top reward for that event. And I suspect that this is the reward that most people will want. So rank 6, currently battle rating 10.0, though I could see it going up to 10.3 based on how good it is. Tank, and it is in the Russian ground tech tree. Because this is an event vehicle, it is not a premium vehicle, which means that you will not be getting premium Silver Lion and RP bonuses. But if that doesn't really bother you all too much, this is a great vehicle. So I've already kind of looked it over a little bit here. But just to kind of reiterate what this thing has, it has a 125mm cannon. It does have an autoloader, so that 7.1 second reload is fixed. It also has a 30mm autocannon, as you can see right here, that goes along with the turret. So however fast the turret turns, that's where this autocannon is. Interestingly, this is an entire ammo rack pretty much right back here. I'm not sure if that will blow up if it's hit, but I'm sure it probably will. If it's hit, kind of like how other vehicles, kind of like the Valentine or the Matilda Hedgehog, will blow up if you hit those rockets. This will probably do some damage to your tank. Now that said, it's pretty darn invulnerable from the front. This is really incredibly thick armor. Let's go ahead and just check it out here. 3BK12M right here. You're looking at over 1,000 millimeters of armor, more or less along the entire front of the turret, with a large portion of armor versus Heat FS on the upper glacis also being pretty much invulnerable. So it's a very powerful vehicle. And of course, at 10.0 BR, you do have a very powerful APF SDS, 509 millimeters of armor pen at 10 meters, but even at 1,000 meters, it's still 490 millimeters. And even at a very reasonable 30 degrees, 1,000 meters, you're still looking at 414 millimeters of armor pen. So a very potent vehicle. And even the autocannon has 65 millimeters of armor pen, which means that you will be able to dispatch lightly armored and even aircraft vehicles, I guess you could say, with fair ease. Now, it does also have thermal sights for both the gunner and the tank commander. I believe it's Gen 2 or Gen 3. I'm really not great at discerning what exactly the gens are. So if I say it's Gen 2 or Gen 3, let's just say it looks really good, but you'll see that in the gameplay in just a second. And additionally, it also has 8x zoom for the regular gunner optics, which isn't great. It's not terrible, but of course it doesn't really zoom in any more than just 8 times. So if you press that right click, if you're on PC like myself, then you're not going to get a substantially better zoom than what you have just when you initially zoom in. So that being said, let's get into some gameplay here. My apologies if the frame rate, at least in some parts of it, is a little iffy. I had to reset my OBS, and long story short, just kind of messed with the frame rate a little bit, but not all too bad. So let's get into it, and hope you guys enjoy the gameplay. Okay, so I'm going over here on the side of the map. I mean, of course, this is not going to be about the fastest vehicle that you're going to be able to find, just because it is a T-72. T-72s are not especially quick, but they're also not too terrible when it comes to speed. But, you know, it does allow me to flank at least to a point here, which is exactly what I'm doing. So let's see here. I'm not seeing any enemy threats coming up, which would make sense. Not seeing any tanks over there. Now, that turret traverse rate is not good at all. In fact, I would really deem it to be pretty substandard. I believe that to be, well, by substandard, I mean just not good. Okay, we're not seeing any enemies. I love that toe. Ooh. Whoop. Oh, he hit me. Gotcha. XM1GM easily dispatched. Easily. He did take out a chunk of my frontal armor, however, which is not fun. My frontal armor. So my intent is never to camp. So I'm not. Rather, because I don't like camping, I'm about to expose myself to some really dangerous maneuvers here. just to kind of stay out of their base. Oh, 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 oh. Gotcha. I wonder if that's the same guy. It was an M41, so that probably would not have done anything to me. Possibly a side shot could have taken me out, but typically no. Yeah, it must have been the same guy. Like I said, of course, I really do not like spawn camping, so I'm going to get away from that. Going to go closer to the base. Hopefully we can pick up some people from the side, get some nice flank and spank kills. But let me know what you guys think. I'm just trying to make this a very loose gameplay. I don't really want this to be all too serious. Just kind of show you the capabilities of this vehicle. I mean, it's got impressive stats. I'll say, whoa. Oh, ooh, ooh, ooh. I mean, it's got very impressive stats. I've been facing, oh, there we go. First death. So this vehicle has some very impressive stats, as I was saying. And just from the outset, with the exception of the turret rotation speed, I mean, it's very impressive. I'm not going to use the term invulnerable. So it's not invulnerable from the front, but it's certainly very, very powerful from the front versus heat FS. That's something that's not going to have too much success versus this tank. Now, it's also got very good APF SDS, which is obviously nice. But the magnification on the gun is not all that great. Just from looking at this, I didn't really check out exactly how good it is. Well, okay, better said, it's okay, but the extra zoom is not. I think I hear someone. I may be wrong, though. Okay, I think there's some jabronis up front. To the right. Maybe wrong. Nope. Not. Got him. That's that 30mm autocannon, baby. Baby. Gotcha. Okay, I'm not... not liking this. There he is. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There we go. Oh, that was an Abrams. So, yeah, I mean, in short, I could see this thing going up to 10.3, but with Gaijin... Oh, there it is. Oh, it's a 4M, of course. But with how Gaijin sets up their BRs, how it's based on win-loss ratios, there's going to be a lot of noobs picking this up, just like they did with the F4F early, and thus the BR might not be all that great. So it could stay the same, but really, I could see this thing doing pretty well at 10.3 BR. So that's some quick gameplay for you. I want to show you guys how it was. I don't want this to be an overly long video, nothing too unnecessary. Please let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Of course, like, comment, subscribe. You guys know the dealio. But aside from that, see you all on the other side. I'm about to do some runs with my SU-7 BMK. Take care, everyone.